turbo dulls today. We call them dulls, yet they're anything but. Welcome, welcome. Tradle. Petroleum gas, petroleum. Crude petroleum, electricity, nitrogenous fertilizers, tomatoes. Refined copper. $7.2 billion, though, tells me that this is probably not like, I don't, listen, I know OPEC is a cartel. I thought OPEC was only like 4 countries, but maybe it was only started by like 4 countries. To me, this seems like a small country in the Arabian Peninsula. I'm going to hit you with like a Qatar, maybe. We're in the vicinity. Now, this is a great time to let you know I have no idea where Qatar is. I don't know if it's on the West Coast or the East Coast or it's in the South region. It's on the it's I don't know if it's the heel of the shoe or if it's the toe of the shoe. I guess it must be close to the heel. In that case, give me an Oman. Take me further to the, oh no, that's further. North of Oman. How about Kuwait? Northeast of Kuwait? I'm in trouble, boys. Bahrain? Heartbreaking. Man guesses same geographic location 4 times in a row. Okay. Perhaps Iraq? 5 times in a row. My mistake. 5 times in a row. Afghanistan. Such as. Oh, nope. Turkmenistan! What was I thinking? Turkmenistan. Dude, Tradle's been hard this week. Obvious, obvious. Oh, man. That's a tough one. Tradle brought the heat this week. Okay, give me Globle. That's true. At least it's hard, but it's not like Wallace and Fortuna. I can live with that. The Dulls. Hello, Jay. Hello. Jay, I promise I'm a New Jersey Devils lover, okay? I'm not a New Jersey Devils fighter. What's going on with the second round of the playoffs? I usually, especially in the East games, I usually miss the first period and then I like come home and I turn on the TV and it's Kevin Bieksa next to a chyron that says like one team is down 7-0 at the end of the second. It's like every single game, one goalie just forgets how to stop pucks. It's crazy. We're outmatched, outcoached, and outexperienced. Isn't that from Hamilton? We're outgunned, outmanned, out something and outplanned. And then David Diggs starts rapping in French. Could be worse. 80% of your payroll could be on one line that doesn't score. Whether it's sad little Matthews, whether it's face-offs that don't win centers, wingers that don't score goals, or defensemen that can't hit the net on a point shot. If they came to me and they groveled for one overtime win, I still would not have given it to them. Anyway, we'll start with Turkmenistan. I'm not a Leafs hater either. I would love if they that for me that's like a win-win. The Panthers have such limited playoff success. I would love to see them win another series. And the Leafs, you can't hate them anymore. It's like, they've been through, so the fans have been through so much in the last 20 years. I'm going to go a little crazy here. I'm going to say 8,000 kilometers away. Give me a Malaysia. Much closer to Malaysia. Give me a... I don't think it's as far as Australia. I think it's more likely to be... Like here. It's more likely to be like a Bhutan, like something north of Laos. Malaysia's closer. Maybe it's just Laos. Laos is further away. It's further away than Malaysia, I should say. Okay, well, in that case, let me get Australia. Maybe I misjudged. Australia is very warm. Let me get New Zealand. New Zealand's colder. Please, Lord. It's Papua New Guinea. The mystery country's Papua New Guinea. Okay, that's not so bad. Still lowered our average by an imperceivable amount. Very happy we didn't have to go into these islands over here, although we're learning more of them every single day. Certainly could have been worse. Worldle. Never realized. Come on, man. These ads, it's just getting too much, okay? Every day, the ads are just destroying my confidence. Neutrogena retinol wrinkle repair, visible results in 1 week. Is there anything you can do about this? I remember I posted like an emote of my forehead like this in the Discord once, and Cobalt said, "Why do you have sand dunes on your face?" I say, what the hell, man? We're both dads. We're supposed to be like out here looking out for each other. He took a shot at me. It was a dad on dad attack. I have no idea what this is. To me, just offhand, this looks like this could be somewhere in the Balkans. Let me say that this is Albania. Albania is like a little longer. Let's say it's Montenegro. Not even close. It's 9,000 kilometers west of Montenegro. Could you possibly be like Morocco? Hang on. Nope. Bro, there's no way Morocco's only 2,000 kilometers away from Montenegro. There's no way. Where do you think Montenegro is? I think it's just like it's around Albania. Why is Europe so tiny? Europe small, America big? I mean, it's kind of messed up. You had like a 5,000-year head start on my continent, and yet your continent is so small. Like, doesn't that make you feel bad about yourself? Our continent, on the other hand, is enormous. We have copious Arctic regions. We have copious desert regions. We have copious coastal regions. Meanwhile, you're over there, you're infighting because you make bread with like a different kind of flour than your neighbor. It makes me sick. Why can't we all just get along? Anyway, so this must be in South America. It's across the entire Atlantic Ocean. This is regular Guyana. Hold the French. This is Colombia. North of Colombia, this is Guatemala. This is not my it's not my forte, this region. It's east of Guatemala. By 2,000 kilometers, you must be in the water, which means I'm dead. This must be an island. I've seen this island before. It's, are you Curacao? No, that's the Netherlands. It's, north of Colombia, but east of Guatemala. Maybe you should be an island, because Central America is like so skinny. I got no idea. Could this be the right half of the Dominican Republic? and the left half is Haiti. Oh! Thank God. I was just like, this didn't look like a coast to me. This looked like a land border. But you gotta take a lark on it sometimes. I'm thrilled. I'm saved. We got 2 of 3 already. We're not super washed. Okay. This is what we could have had. July 7th, 1995 at the box office. We got a really big movie from Warner Brothers. It's an action crime fantasy movie from 1995 starring Val Kilmer. This is Batman Forever. Okay, there's a clean 155. We got a Disney movie from 1995. It's Pocahontas. Oh! I be painting with the colors of the wind right now. I don't know how many 200s I've ever gotten in my life. And then we got a pretty big Universal movie that I'd have to guess is like Jurassic Park: The Lost World. Okay, well, we're going to need some help then. Let me get a genre. A history drama adventure. Could it be Waterworld's not really a history. Starring Tom Hanks. Forrest Gump? That's a historical movie. Tom Hanks, 1995. Let me get a tagline. Oh, it's Apollo 13. The tagline was fucking Houston, we have a problem. I would remember that Apollo 13 was Universal if they put a Apollo 13 ride at Universal Studios, okay? Maybe some people would think that was in poor taste. MGM opened to 17 million. That's so low, but just let me take a crack at this and assume it's GoldenEye. The James Bond movies were coming out of a little bit of a funk in the mid-90s. I thought there was a chance, worth taking a guess at least. A science fiction horror action movie starring Natasha Henstridge. This is Species. Okay. It Walked So Under the Skin Could Run. And then Sony Pictures opened to 10 million. Action, adventure, drama, romance starring Sean Connery. It's Lorenzo's Oil. I don't know what this is. Rob Roy. Seems like a movie that came out in 1995. Tagline. Their greatest battle would be for her love. Also starring Richard Gere. Reveal all hints on this one, please. The timeless tale of King Arthur and the Legend of Camelot are retold in this passionate period drama. Arthur is reluctant to hand the crown to Lancelot, and Guinevere is torn between her loyalty to her husband and her growing love for his rival. But Lancelot must balance his loyalty to the throne with the rewards of true love. I don't know what this is. I give up. It's First Night. I've never heard of it. Still did pretty well. I'm content with the 58th percentile. It's called There's Something About Guinevere. Richard Gere must balance his loyalty to his perennially white hair with the loyalty to his director, who requires him to wear a brunette wig. Pretty good weekend at the multiplex. Okay. Cine 2 Nerdle. Robin Williams, Good Morning Vietnam, may also star Forrest Whitaker, but I don't remember. It does, okay. Iran, Separation, Best Foreign Language Film. That's A Separation. I'm assuming that Alzheimer's is involved. Eddie Murphy, Disguise. No, Eddie Murphy, Dragon. Julie Andrews, Umbrella, London. That's Mary Poppins. Then what the hell is going on up here? Eddie Murphy, Disguise, Dragon, China. Okay, that's Mulan. Obviously, this is Good Morning Vietnam. Disguise, Separation, Robin Williams. This is Mrs. Doubtfire. He's actually insane today. We got it all. Mulan, A Separation, Good Morning Vietnam, Mary Poppins, Mrs. Doubtfire. Everything just fell into place on that one. That one was a cruise. Now the reversal. Reversal, your brain does not work in the 5' to 3' direction. Or maybe it only works in the 5' to 3' direction, and now they're asking me to move in the 3' to 5' direction. It requires a completely different kind of polymerase. To Kill a Mockingbird, A Few Good Men, movies that take place in a courtroom, movies about lawsuits. Also Primal Fear and Aaron Brockovich. Oh, okay. Saw, The Black Phone, Room, movies about being imprisoned. I also see, hang on, I see Split, Me, Myself, and Irene. These are movies about multiple personalities, which I'm assuming one of these also. Oh, one of these also has. Hang on, give me a Me, Myself, and Irene. Oh, but I'm messing up the shapes here because you are all movies. Maybe you're just no. Your movies about being like imprisoned. Split is the other one. Okay, hang on. Split Me, Saw Me, Black Phone Me. I haven't seen the Black Phone, but it's just process of elimination. Then Fight Club, Split, Me, Myself, and Irene, and Primal Fear all have multiple personalities. Chicago, these are all movies with Renee Zellweger, and these are all movies directed by David Fincher. Holy cow, we're cruising today. We are rolling, dude. I was even rotating the shapes on that one. You know a lot about movies? I know a lot about a little bit. And I know surprisingly little about anything. Hang on, I did check something real quick. I'm chatting. How many of those movies have you seen? I would say I've seen like 5 of those. I've definitely seen Fight Club, Me, Myself, and Irene. I've seen Split on television. I've seen Aaron Brockovich in civics class. Social Network, definitely seen Social Network. Okay, I don't know who's in The Nightmare Before Christmas. But I know I'm learning a lot about Black Adam from the poster. It stars Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Pierce Brosnan, and I know Henry Cavill is in it for a moment as well. So we have some connections. Danny Elfman, Chris Sarandon, Catherine O'Hara, Paul Rubens. Okay, I mean it's a lot of character actors for sure. I don't know if Danny Elfman has been in other movies as an actor and not like a composer. Did Danny Elfman did he do the voice for Jack Skellington? Yes, I did. I assume this was before they just sang or they just casted a Hollywood actor in every animated movie, no matter what. That's crazy. If they made it now, it would be Chris Pratt. And then Zayn Malik would sing the songs. Okay, let me think about this. Pierce Brosnan means you can connect via Will Ferrell. Because they were both in the Eurovision movie together. Just work with me. Catherine O'Hara, 2. Give me a second here. Give me a sec. I think I've got this. I actually know it. I swear to you. It's Catherine O'Hara to Best in Show to Fred Willard to Anchorman. He plays the boss. To Will Ferrell. To Eurovision, The Story of Fire Saga. To Pierce Brosnan. To Black Adam. Now, there's probably a faster way, but that's a bit of an unusual connection, taking the Christopher Guest way. Peanut. Pine Nut, which is a town, but it's also a nut. Cashew nut. Almond. Oh, man. Pistachio nut. Macadamia nut. That's the one that always drove my mom crazy. She said, hey, you Harlem Pepper, you stop naming nuts. Oh, man. You gotta see Best in Show if you haven't seen Best in Show. Honky tonkin' down to Louisiana, gonna turn myself on. Jay, you've never seen Best in Show? It's like every Christopher Guest movie is like 71 minutes long and it's hilarious. This is Norman Sky. This is Persona 5. This is Marvel Snap. Oh, man. That's a very clutch number 3 there. I really appreciate that. Oh. Dude, I think I know this one. This is, I can tell from the orange and the boots, this is Tom Clancy's The Division. When are they going to make Tom Clancy's The Multiplication? That's what I want to know. Okay, I'm building a lot of confidence here. Without dropping the call. Is this ad missing something? I don't know what this is. I want to say that this is like Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night. I want to say that this is Super Ghosts, Ghouls, Ghosts, and Goblins. This is Dragon's Lair. This is, I don't know it. Skip me. Thanks for that. This is Stubbs the Zombie. I have no clue, dude. Just a bunch of skeletons holding shields. Oh, it's The Legend of Zelda? It's Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. Wrong, that's A Link to the Past. How could I screw that one up? So, did you see that insane Tears of the Kingdom trailer? Or a commercial, I guess, where the middle-aged man is gonna kill himself, and his big house and his family bring him no inner peace, but then Tears of the Kingdom comes out and it's the only thing that could put a smile on his face? This is a crazy ad, man. Nintendo is... You were crazy for that one. What? Well, he's not literally... It doesn't start with, like, him, like, making a noose or something. But it's like, it's just, like, 45 seconds of him deriving no joy from his life. And then, like, Zelda comes out, and it's the first time he smiled in years. Nintendo basically put out an ad that said, The Legend of Zelda will save your life. Which, I gotta admit, when I was watching the ad, I was like, oh shit, this guy's building a raft. That does look fun. they say 10% cash back? Conditions apply. Up to a maximum of 35 cents. Okay. It's Dark Souls 2. It's earlier than Dark Souls 2. Remember when it was Sega Rally Championship and I got it? It's The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. It is an isometric / bird view between 1991 and 2014 that did not come out on a Nintendo console. It's SimCity 4. They don't even have a SimCity in this. It's cities in motion. It's Roller Coaster Tycoon. It's earlier than 1999. Sorry, later than 1999. Could be a real-time strategy game. A strategy, perhaps a strategy RPG that's in isometric / bird view. Could be a Baldur's Gate 2, Shadows of Amn. No, it's later than 2000. Okay. Could be a Fallout Tactics. I have no idea when that came out. Could be... Could be Shadowrun Returns. It's earlier than 2013. Okay. Could be... Well, give me a one-time clue, please. Came out in 2009. Could be Halo Wars. You got to be impressed that I got the year right. Isometric bird view. There's strategy involved. There is no role-playing, which means there must be adventure. A strategy adventure game from 2009 with an isometric bird view. What is Angry Birds? Thought you could trick me, huh? Nope. Okay. Single player, multiplayer, single player, and co-op. 2009. Single player and co-op from 2009. What is Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze? What is Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation? And there's no shot. You got me. But there was no clue you were going to give me that was going to get me there. That's fair. Even if you told me it was an Anno game, if it's not Anno 1800, I don't know what year it was. So there's no chance. Fair enough. You bested me. Is that what you want to hear? A one-word comedy from 1985 that is beloved. What is Airplane? Wrong. A classic that shows that life in all its diverse aspects turns around food and the enjoyment that it provides. A narrative that needs to be savored. What is Chocolat, which definitely came out in like the year 2000. With its stylized irises and playfully exaggerated performances, it strikes the perfect balance between slapstick homage and tender throwback. What is American Pie? American Chai, very clever. I know it's not this, but director Itami has produced... Oh, it's Tanpopo! It's Tanpopo! What? It's not Tampopo? Tampopo? Tampopo. Yes! Two Japanese milk truck drivers help a restaurant owner learn how to cook great noodles. He actually got it? I'm pretty worldly. I'm pretty smart. Meanwhile, half of chat is just like, American Pie, 1985. We went over this last time. If you run a database query on your brain and the result turns out nothing, you might as well just move on to the next guess to see if possibly you could change your change the query to get a single result. Plus, half of y'all were saying Ratatouille, so don't talk to me. Ratatouille, 1985. You know what animated movies look like in 1985? She was like Clash of the Titans. No rats were getting sucked off in a sewer drain than cooking a beautiful peasant's dish for Christopher Lee, okay? Half of chat probably wasn't even born in 85. Brother, like 80% of chat probably wasn't even born in 1985. What do you mean half? Half of chat probably wasn't even born in the year 2000. You gotta know what website we're on. I wasn't even born in 1985. This one's confusing me. Because the decor is like straight out of the 50s. But the photo stock and the squat and the tracksuit kind of scream like this could be like Albania 1983 or something. Nope, that was 1963. Oh, man. You got me. You got me. It's the biggest football match of all time. So I don't follow the Premier League, but I did see that Haaland has scored more goals from set pieces than anybody in like 135 years. But the person who's in first is named like Dick Dipperly or something like that. And I somehow stumbled into an argument on Twitter between people trying to defend the dude who played Dixie Dean, that's it. The dude who played soccer in like 1931. They were showing like clips of him working out and they're like, hey, put some respect on Dixie Dean, okay? And then they show him like his workout was like jumping up and dead hanging off of the goal and then like shimmying side to side. It's so good. It's like, see, admittedly, like I watch hockey. It's like whenever they show an NHL clip from like 1972 and somebody just shoots the worst shot of all time, but the goalie is in like full standing and just sort of like tries to kick the puck out and it goes in the net. And you're like, how the hell did every game not end like 17-3 back then? Like no goal. The first save in hockey history happened in like 1987 when Patrick Waugh was like a rookie. It's madness. The goalies are full standing on every single clip, and you're about to see a goal. They're out there doing nothing. They're Tony Snell. Anyway, I don't know. This is like a long time ago. I'm going to say this is like 1947. Okay, we take those. Give me a 1937. It's 1974. That really puts things into perspective. I thought this was like it was like a Time magazine photo from maybe just after the Great Depression. Bro, look at her pants. What do you mean look at her pants? People would still be wearing pants like that. Are you seeing the lady? Oh, I guess that's what you're saying. In the 30s? Okay, right. Probably she wouldn't wear that in the 30s. That's a good point. So Sacramento Kings playing the Miami Heat at Arco Arena. I got to assume that this photo was probably taken in the late 2000s. Let me get an 08. It's an 07 right there. This is it's a high school movie in the 1990s. It's originally, I would say 80s, but this Dodge neon headlight, the Toyota RAV4 with a spare tire on the back, I think we're looking at mid-90s. I would give you a 95 on this one. Ooh! Okay, recovered after like an absolute horrendous start and also middle. But you can't win them all. Listed by Anna Olseze with Engels and Volker. Oh, what, you couldn't get Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young on this one? You ask me, age 13, what's this house? I say, bro, don't be weird. It's just a normal house. You ask me, age 34, it's a mansion. It's the most beautiful house I've ever seen in my entire life. Did you dig up gold bars in Antarctica to afford this place? Look at this place. It's a mansion. 3 trees? Okay. Diane Fossey. A yard? An irregularly shaped yard? It all, I mean, we say this every time. It all depends on where it is. I'm guessing from the foliage, this is inside of Disney's Animal Kingdom Park at Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida. Start me at like 800, and then let's just see how it goes. I don't know. That's too high. It's in Gainesville, Florida. We don't fuck around here, okay? Life's short. We aim for the heart at all times. Gainesville. I admire the functionality of your living room. The ottoman, which can also serve as a coffee table, an actual television. You're not pretending to all the people visiting your house that you just sit around and look at a painting in your living room with your family. So I admire that. I do. Take me down to 700,000. Still too high. It's only 2,700 square feet. Downright modest by Floridian standards. Let's say we're looking at, it's got to be like under $300 a square foot, which is crazy. Take me to 550. That's too low. Well, we're going to get it. 3 bed, 2.5 bath. I don't like a high bed. Have I ever talked about that before? I really like a low bed, given the choice. You talk about it literally all the time. It's just too high. No chair, no chair. That's how you know people actually live here. Like my bed is probably like, the bed frame is 8 inches off the ground. And then inside of the bed frame, there's a little recession. No offense, Jerome Powell. And then there's slats that go across, and the mattress slides right into the slats. All things told, I would say I'm sleeping 10 to 12 inches above the ground. And I like it. I got no problem with it. The end tables are the same size. When you get older, you like a high bed. Isn't it harder to get in, though? I guess it's easier to get out. Enough room to go under the bed? No, absolutely not. Not even close. Wait till you're 40 and can't get out of bed. All respect given, I am just built different. I don't think it's going to be a problem. I didn't have to pass a physical exam to purchase the bed. I think they just assumed that I had it under control. I mean, you're talking a Holland of getting out of bed here. You're not talking about the Dixie Dean of getting out of bed. I'm not lifting trapezoidal weights wearing a Fred Flintstone outfit. High bed is extra storage. Bro, they got a 2,700 square foot house with 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. The whole thing is storage. It's beautiful. It's just empty space. This shit is like outer space. It's like largely just medium with almost no objects in it. Anyway, start me at a 643. He's crazy. You're a Housle Baron? It was 644, you idiot. No box spring? Bro, it doesn't need a box spring. This one doesn't need a box spring. It's a Casper. I'm not trying to brag. Trust me, I'm not going to take a photo of it because it just opens you up to judgment from people who have like leftover Wendy's containers everywhere in their room. But I'm telling you, it looks nice. If you saw it in Housle, you would be like, that bedroom looks nice. I have a Casper too. It's awesome. No bed spring needed. See what I'm saying? Okay, this is New York City, and it's cold. This is before smiling in photos was the norm. It's a damn school, man. What the hell? There was a school under the bridge? Is this where Anthony Kiedis went? This must be, we're in New York. Where's Ellis Island? You're Governor's Island. You're Ellis Island. But like, you're not, you're like under a bridge too. Maybe you're here. Maybe you're in Liberty State Park on just under Freedom Way. Sure, that makes sense. And this is not 1962. This is like 1930, maybe even earlier. There's like I apologize. There's like an era of photographs where everybody looks like President Woodrow Wilson. And something happened. Like they invented a new kind of film that took off the Woodrow Wilson effect. But if you've ever seen Woodrow Wilson's like presidential picture, everybody in that era looks like Woodrow Wilson. Like this is just Woodrow Wilson. That was definitely Woodrow Wilson right here. It's another Woodrow like straight here. It is like a filter, man. So I would say that this is probably the Woodrow Wilson era. But Woodrow Wilson getting his picture taken, he's the president, so he's probably a little bit ahead of his time. So I'm going to stay with 1920. I guess I probably wouldn't put myself in Jersey City now that I think about it. I guess I would put myself in New York. And let's say we're on like Pier 6 of the... Well, put me right here then. That's a bridge. It's a bridge that can look at another bridge. It was 1915, and we were very close. I'll take 8842. That's fine. An open-air classroom on a ferry in New York City. They became popular in the early 20th century during TB pandemics. Man, we should bring some of that 20th century epidemiology forward. Could have been very useful. This is like, I'm going to guess that this is Morocco. Circa, well, let's just assume it's Marrakesh. And I'm going to assume this is... I have no idea. 1947? It's 1934 in Egypt. Okay, well, you got me. So it's still reasonable. I mean, look at the latitude. It's 13 years off, dude. 1934. This is the Barcelona Olympics, which were 1992. Have you hugged someone today? Well, let's be sensible, okay? This is in Barcelona. It might be 1990. 94 was Lillehammer. Must be a stadium here somewhere. 96 was Atlanta. One of them was like, it's like 88 was Calgary or something. 92 was like, maybe 92 was Barcelona. Los Angeles is in there somewhere. Just put me down. I mean, that may be like an airport runway for all I know. But I'm going to assume this is 1992. You got it spot on. Jim Redmond helping his son cross the finish line after his hamstring snapped mid-race. That's got to hurt. But also, just because you were injured doesn't mean you get to cheat at the Olympics. Like, that hardly seems fair. Like, other runners probably had to deal with some wear and tear as well, but they didn't get any help crossing the finish line. Your hamstring can snap. Oh, don't worry. It's only a risk if you're actually using it. Okay. It's Lady in the Water. That's M. Night Shyamalan, 2005. Alaria Darte? Dart? I guess this could be... I should learn some more about Europe, okay? Because this Dart to me is like... This, I'm just going to assume this is Italy, okay? Lots of old marble, a fountain, well-dressed, beautiful people wearing nice clothes. Pizza pasta, put it in a box, etc., etc. I'm going to assume we are in Rome. Put me near the Roman Forum. Put me in Trevi Fountain, which I'm assuming this is not, but I have heard of it. This is like 1961. It's 1959, and it was the Trevi Fountain. Okay, we take those. That's Anita Ekberg. 97, 98. We take those. Holy cow. I should know this. Is this also Rome? Rome covered in a rare snowfall? Because this, before I even, because I see chat like just out of my peripheral vision going, it's not Rome, it's got to be, I think this shit is Rome, and I'm going to guess it before someone convinces me to go like, Sardinia or something instead. Because this looks like Assassin's Creed to me. Put me in Rome near the Basilica, circa 1932. Is Israel 1921? That's a really tough one. This is the wrong Assassin's Creed. I was talking about Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, okay? I'll take 35,000. That's not the Roman dome? Yeah, obviously. That's the Israeli dome. I know that now. Now this is just a house. Is this the garage? Do you drive like a school bus? The garage is bigger than the house. I just don't... That's not where my priorities lie. I know people think that I am in love with cars because I own one and have to drive my child to daycare sometimes, which means I hate walkable cities. But even still, I don't want my garage to be like double the size of my house. I'm going to go ahead and start with like a $200,000 guess. I think it might even be too high. Nope. It's in the Keystone Heights, Florida. I'm taking it to 250 and no higher. Single family home, worst clue of all time, 275. 3 beds, 2 baths. How about a 267.5? Built in 1997. How about 262.5? 1,300 square feet. How about 257.5? We got it. Sold for 255. The hell is this scam, man? Bought January 2nd, 2023 for 227, listed 11 days later? Did you even make money on that? You got to pay like property transfer taxes stuff. No shot. Flippers? You flipped it in 10 days? In this economy? That just seems like a scam to me. Like, I think they bought it from themselves just to, like, raise the price. Sold it, like, from person to numbered corporation to numbered corporation to numbered corporation, and then you're like, oh, shit, look at this. It doubled in 4 years. Yeah, because you bought it with your own money. We just sussed out a crime. You're absolutely right. Today, I'd like to go from Botswana to Sierra Leone. I bet you would. I would fly from Botswana to Sierra Leone. Okay, where's Sierra Leone? It's next to Nigeria. It's next to Senegal. It's next to Togo. Angola's going to play a role in this, I can tell you that for a fact. Oh, really? They don't touch. You could walk that, man. Easy. Is it just South Africa surrounds Botswana, right? Oh, no. The Gambia. Where even is it? Oh, is this... Where's the Gambia, dude? Did it even show up? It just ate my guess. It's on the other side. It's within Senegal? Mali. Can we at least get a connection here? Burkina Faso's in there somewhere. Côte d'Ivoire. How about give me Democratic Republic of the Congo? And then give me the non-Democratic Republic of the Congo? And then Ivory Coast? How about we travel via the Central African Republic? And then you got to connect via Chad, without a doubt. Hey, listen, we didn't do very well at all. But I do like that now they give you the map when you finish. What we needed to connect via Namibia. Namibia, Angola. What's around you? Liberia and Guinea. That is tough. That is tough. But look at that. We finished like just on time. Perfect timing. You ever play the dulls on the weekend? Well, first off, /marker me. Dulls.